I loved this film so much, and congratulations on your directorial debut.
Thank you so much.
So, how exciting was it for you to have this premiere at Sundance? Because it's one thing for it to premiere in your home, country and everything, but to have it at Sundance, which is one of the biggest festivals that there is, what was that? What was that like for you?
Yeah, it really was like, it sounds quite cheesy to say it, but it was a dream come true. I mean, I think Sundance is the film festival, especially for directors. Like it's such an amazing place. But there's something also really special about having a film that has such a strong sense of place, South London, premiere somewhere, in the mountains of Utah. Like it's kind of, the complete
Right.
opposite of the film. So that was a really amazing experience.
And I just want to talk to you about the music because I was like, this score is everything. And that karaoke scene with the shoop, I was digging it. So that made me laugh out loud. I was like, this is my jam. What was the trajectory of choosing such specific um, modern pieces for this film? You had Shoop, you had what was the other one? Let Go of Your Hurt. You had Sign Your Name. And that reggae version of Lou Rawls, You'll Never Find, I hollered out loud.
I think well, there's a combination of reasons for different tracks that we used in the film. I think with Shoop, it's one of those songs that for me, like all the songs in the film needed to feel, they're like good songs that you'd enjoy listening to. But the beauty of Shoop is that performing that on stage, especially as a sort of slightly awkward young man, is kind of embarrassing, right? Like the lyrics, for him, it's like, oh, painful, but it's still a really good tune. So it kind of worked perfectly sort of comedically, but also it is a banger, like it's a really good tune. And that sort of was the same thing with a lot of the tracks, as the original music stuff. Obviously the score, I worked with Quez on that, and he's incredible, and we used some of his original music, but also he created a lot of it, and that was a total joy. It was really important to have somebody that kind of understood the world, and Quez is also a South London guy, and we both wanted to create something that felt unique and that felt like it really represented our London. So yeah.
There were such huge, vibrant pops of color that kind of resonated with the different characters with Yaz and Dom. But I'm setting that up to as something that's totally not in that vein. But I want to know what your favorite rom-com is that inspired you to have that kind of vibrancy and all those different like fisheye shots and the medium close-ups and profile and that kind of thing.
I definitely don't think there's a rom-com that I've seen that approaches the craft in the same way that I approach Raine. So I definitely can't answer that and say that there's like one that I've referenced specifically. I really enjoyed Clueless, which kind of isn't quite a rom-com, but it kind of is. And I think that's why I like it. Like it's weird when people ask me what my favorite rom-com is. I'm actually not a big fan of rom-coms, but I really like Juno and I really like Clueless, which is sort of in the realms of like being comedic and romantic. So they're definitely two of my favorites in that kind of world. I honestly went into it. I read this. I was like, firstly, I write, so I didn't want to direct a script that I hadn't written, but I read the script, and for me, it was just a really nice, simple, and funny story. So, it was just a nice opportunity to kind of make something that felt like I could really add my touch to it. And it just so happened that was a rom-com, but it's funny. Yeah. I think like that's partly why it feels really unique because I'm not a massive rom-com fan.
But thank you for your time, Rain. I really enjoyed this film and I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you. Thanks so much. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.